and it was one of the many Catholic priest scandals had just come to light. As usual, the Catholic Church was trying to cover it up, pretend they didn't know about it, or they weren't sending these guys off to do it again to somebody else. I was on your show, and like somebody from the Archdiocese of New York called in, and I remember he was explaining it away, and like, oh, you know, it's these things are anomalies, and it's not a usual thing, and we really, and I was just sitting there livid, like, just so you lying motherfucker, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna write the most scathing, satirical love song between a priest and an altar boy, and I'm gonna bring the fucking Catholic Church to its knees. It did not work.
That was Bill Donahue, by the way. I remember that day like it was yesterday. Wait, that was the
Catholic League of New York.
Yeah, that was Bill Donahue, right, who had a real problem with us having, you know, the couple have sex at St. Patrick's Cathedral. Wait, so we were the inspiration for that song?
I think I wrote it after hearing him, like,
no kidding,
talk about how, you know, this never happens.
Right,
and it was
right.
like, everybody's rolling their eyes like, come on,
yeah,
man, this happens all the time.
Yeah.
You guys would just fess up about it, stop trying to cover it up.
Right on.
So anyway, here's my love song between a priest and an altar boy. Deep in prayer, my cross to bear, I kneel upon the floor. Temptations of the Catholic priest are easy to ignore, but I cannot control myself. It rips my soul apart. For one small sheep among my flock had stole the shepherd's heart. Altar boy, confess your sins to me. You will find the grace of God inside my rectory. Sunday mass or Bible class, I catch him in my view. So I close my eyes, but there he lies, spread on the pew. And when I see him in that frock, I think he looks so fine. I'll drop a couple roofies into his communion wine. Altar boy, is it gonna be heaven or hell? You can play my organ all night long if you promise never to tell. Maybe I feel bad for that organ line. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. If he thinks the second coming is bad, then the third one's gonna be insane. Lead us not into temptation, deliver us from sin. We could pretend that he was Jesus Christ and I was Mary Magdalene. Altar boy, confess your sins to me. You will find the grace of God inside my red.
Oh my God.
Tory.
Wow, Stephen Lynch. That is awesome. This podcast certainly had a theme. It had a theme today.
That song. You gotta end it with the.
And I want to help it out a little bit. Okay. Something I did want to bring up on this podcast. I guess I'm bringing it up now. Let's not forget that your parents, a priest and a nun.
Yes, I know from which I speak.
Yes, so
not in that way.
Right. But you're
to my dead father. Just it's a joke.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. By the way.
Thank you.
All right, but your dad was a priest and your mom was a nun, and they met when they were a priest and a nun, and then they both kind of had to hightail it out of the church for a little while, right?
Well, they got kicked out.
They got kicked out.
Can't be.
Can I ask
fucking when you're a priest and a nun?
Were they on the job? Like.
Yeah, because part of it was, there were those real rabble-rousing, march in the street type, like civil rights and no nukes and that kind of let's get out there and picket signs and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And so I'm sure when they met and fell in love, their first thought wasn't like, how do we do this the correct way?
Right.
They're like, fuck it, we're just going to go for it.
Right.
Let the church do what they may.
Wow.
And the church said, guys, we're not too cool with this.
And that's the only reason you're here.
Defrocked!
Right. Did they ever go back to religion?
Not formally, no.
Right.
I mean, they're always, still had traces of that.
Right.
But no, they were not.
Well, I'm not a big.
They were a little disillusioned with the church.
Well, I'm not a fan of organized religion, so
there you go.
I'm more of a spiritual guy there.
Wink, wink, wink.
No, I really am. No, I really am. I've changed over the years, my friend.
That's what people who don't give a shit say.
No, I really am spiritual. I believe God is everywhere.
Okay.
And oh, whatever. Break out the edibles, and then we'll really get into this. I'm turning this thing off.